Surprise, surprise, another necessary prequel/reboot. It's time to milk another property to the point we get sick of it. It's time to explain how Willy became Wonka, because I guess that's what a whole generation has been asking for. Really? I don't think so. To be honest, when a movie tries to explain a character whose mysterious origin is one of the key elements of its nature, it's always a bad sign. It sounds like they're screaming, "We didn't get the story, we just want you to show so we can get your money." Not my money, folks. And I do think if less people showed to watch these unimaginative cash grabs, we would have better movies in the theaters. So the elephant in the room for me is, the source material, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is not about Wonka. I'll repeat. Not about Wonka. And although the 1971 movie adaptation and better version, in my opinion, used Wonka, it maintained the focus of the story, which is the spoiled children and their bad parents, and Charlie and his family as the counterpart, a model. So let's go back to the classic movie to discuss some of its main ideas. Charlie Bucket is this penniless boy that longs for a chance to enjoy being a kid. He wants to be part of the group, to have a great time like the other ones, not being restrained by his financial condition. The opening scene with Charlie staring at the candy shop window looking to that marvelous world he would love to be part of nails the character's motivation. Most of his time, Charlie's at school where he's an outsider, once he can't afford what the other kids have or he's at work. After all, Charlie has to help his mom with the house income and with his grandparents' care. He does not have a father figure there, so he takes the place of the man of the house, which ties the idea that Charlie lives like an adult, with the same burden, maybe even more once he's just a child. So he's this grown-up boy that would love to take a break for a while. He deserves it, and his condition makes us root for him to succeed at his dreams from the start. Charlie is what we can call a compelling character, with his background and upbringing being the main difference between him and the other ones. The fact Charlie had to help his family from a young age made him a reliable person, with a stronger character. It's important to praise the casting choice because the boy who played him, Peter Ostrom, had a visual quality, a loneliness in his eyes a person can act, making him a perfect choice for this role, the same way Jane Wilder as Willy Wonka. When 5 golden tickets are released inside chocolate bars throughout the world, Charlie has a chance. It's not easy for him because he can't afford to buy many bars like the other kids, but he still got a chance. That's the first great lesson I can pinpoint. Even though life is harsh, that doesn't mean you don't have an opportunity. You, like Charlie, will have to go for it. There's this nice scene where Charlie shares his small gift with his family, which reinforces how altruistic this boy is, deeply concerned about his family. What parent wouldn't like to have a kid like that? He tries and fails 2 times looking for the ticket, but when he finally gets it, it tastes different. For the other children, getting that opportunity was not that special, exactly because it came without any effort. Charlie, for his turn, had to try hard. Second lesson. Things that come easy go easy, which means the value of something is deeply connected to the effort or time you invest to get it. For the kids that had everything, the ticket itself was just another thing in their lives. But for Charlie, that meant everything. He knew it could be the only lifetime experience he would ever have. That's why he enjoys it so much, and we as an audience cheer with him. The documentary approach they choose to use in the scenes regarding the ticket's discovery was a very clever move, because it meant what we saw had this reality vibe which tied very nicely with the idea that we were seeing real people. Real people equals real problems, making it impossible to deny the social commentary underlaid in the text. So that horrible behavior we see just reflects our current society. Things get worse when we analyze the parenting angle. Children controlling their parents like the latter were the real kids and not the opposite sounds like a current situation nowadays. Which makes me raise the question, is this film really meant for kids to watch or for the parents? I also like that mysterious figure promising tons of money to the one who steals the everlasting candy from Willy Wonka. It also helped to improve the commentary on the virtues among the children brought up under a weak parenting model. That's why they are so despicable, completely out of control. The visit to the factory then takes place to work as a metaphor for life and its challenges and natural competition. When they cross the boundaries of what they see as the normal and safe world into that different and unpredictable new place, they are actually leaving childhood and entering adulthood for the first time. There they sign that nasty contract even though they are just kids, which wouldn't make any sense nor would have any value in real life, but it works very well as a symbol. It means that from that point on they would be responsible for their choices despite their parents. Because for life, it doesn't matter if someone didn't have a proper upbringing. Life is going to be harsh the same way. So, in this big contest called life, which child would have a better chance to succeed? The spoiled one or the resilient one? So one by one we see the other kids fail for their lack of social skills, manners, or greediness. Now it's time for the ultimate challenge for Charlie. The stakes are very high for him, because he will have to choose between saving his family from poverty, giving away the everlasting candy to Willy Wonka's main competitor, therefore getting the money, or walk away without anything but his dignity. In the end, Charlie makes the right choice even though being tempted to do otherwise. He gets the chocolate factory and a prize much better than that. He proved his value as a person. That will be the final lesson. A lesson everyone who watches this film should pay attention, especially the parents who wish the best for their children. So, what are your thoughts on this film? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. See you next time.